There are good debts, there are bad debts. But the problem we have is we don't know how to manage it. We don't know which one is which. That is why we always go broke and we always owe. We always go indebtedness to people, to bank, to financial institution, to mortgage banks because we don't know when to borrow and where to borrow and how to borrow and the reason why we are borrowing. If you want to borrow for good, you need to borrow good debt to get richer. If you borrow money, you invest. That is why that is how to go borrow for a good debt. You borrow money, you invest in business or real estate so that in no distant future it will give you much money. You don't borrow money to buy vehicle. You don't borrow money to buy clothes. If you borrow money to get spoiled, if you want to borrow money to get poorer, is when you borrow money to buy something you can't afford. You buy something you can't afford. Maybe you cannot afford 2 million. You borrow 4 million to buy a vehicle. When you buy that vehicle, what can you use to fuel the vehicle or maintain the vehicle when the vehicle spoils? That is bad debt. When you borrow such money, you make you poor. It will go poor. It will go poorer. You become useless the more because as soon as that vibe goes, you will go broke entirely. Because the people that you borrow the money from will be coming after you. You will be hiding. You know, so then when you are hiding, you are not comfortable again. Those things, those ones are bad debt. If you're always borrowing money for liabilities, you are digging financial grave. If you are borrowing money for liabilities, you borrow money to buy clothes, you borrow money to buy car, you borrow money to eat, you borrow money to travel, you borrow money to do this, you borrow money to that. You are digging your financial grave. You don't borrow money to do things that you cannot equal to. You borrow money to do things that will yield money for you. Just like I said earlier, you borrow money to invest in business or real estate, which you know in the next 2 years it will appreciate. You get the money back and send back to them. You don't borrow money to buy vehicle. It's a bad debt. It's a grievous debt. You borrow money to buy motor, and the wedding 1 year, the motor will knock, the engine goes, and you park the car. The people will be looking for you. You'll be hiding. Those things are financial mistakes that you need to avoid to enable you last long. This is just Martin's idea. Follow for more.